Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to my gallery. These three forms are of the type known as Pueblo dough balls. What I've been trying to do for quite some time is to gather together enough smallish Pueblo dough balls. And maybe these forms don't look quite that small to you, but I'd like to gather enough together for a show. The problem is they're not that easy to find. And what I look for in the smallish dough balls are beauty in construction, beauty in the visual artistry of the painted design, use, and warmth. These three lovely dough balls, I'm going to just pick up a large dough ball so you can just by comparison see what I'm talking about. That's a large Pueblo dough ball. We've talked about these large forms in other segments, but for comparison, you can see what I'm talking about. So while in form we can refer to them as dough balls, in all likelihood, they might have been more likely used for storing smaller quantities or even for serving bowls. These are three beautiful examples. This one is from Zia Pueblo. All of them, I feel, date to around the turn of the century. It's referred to as a polychrome. It has not only black on white, but beautiful red colors. And you can see very, very simple. One design field. There's a subtle band, which might be evidence of this bowl being even earlier than 1900. Very, very hard to say. But bisected botanical forms, perhaps cloud, rain imagery. A lot of the design work on Pueblo pottery relates to the need for rain in the desert Southwest. A beautiful example. Very slightly flaring rim. You could see close-ups and better, more clear shots, not on the video format of our YouTube production here, but by clicking on the images on the website. It's a beautiful example from Zia. These two examples, the larger one, smaller one, are from Santo Domingo, Pueblo, and for whatever reason, I can't say for certainty that Santo Domingo produced more small dough balls. I have a tendency to see more of the smaller dough balls from Santo Domingo. Two lovely examples. The larger one is so beautifully formed and so beautifully painted. I think it's possible that it was created by Felipita Aguilar, one of the Aguilar sisters, maybe a little bit later, maybe 1910 to 1920. But this dough ball's had a lot of use. There's wear on the rim that, according to Robert Tenorio, contemporary master potter at Santo Domingo, oftentimes came from the dough balls being stored like that. A lot of wear around the base. This is a much loved dough ball from Santo Domingo. The Aguilar sisters were known for creating pottery for the art market, but the Pueblo people don't make such a strong distinction between people who would pot for the art market versus potting for use in the home. This is a beautiful, beautiful example, and whether my attribution is correct or not, this was made by a very, very good potter. Wonderful patina. I wish you could just run your hands over, just feel the use, the polishing, all of it. It's just a lovely, lovely form to look at and to hold. Unusual in this particular dough ball is the fact that while it does have traditional geometric elements in horizontal bands around the ball, this is what we see more often at Santo Domingo. The geometrics, but just one band of design elements running around the ball. This wonderful early ball has two. The other thing that's really interesting, and you could probably see this better in the photographs on the website as well, there's a native repair. Two holes punched to hold this crack from the rim that goes to about here, and then tied together with leather. Beautiful patina, wonderful form, lots of use. Three examples of small dough balls from the Pueblos of New Mexico.